Greetings everyone, my name is Diamond, and if you don't know me, I am Diamond, and welcome to a new series on my channel called Can You Beat LImbus Company using only the base sinners. Now, I do have some rules here that I will read out so you know what are my challenges for this series. Must have the base sinner's identity equipped at all time. What does that mean? I can't even use the identities that I get from the gachas as support characters. Only base identities. Second rule, must have the base ego and only the base ego of all sinners equipped, so no fleet sacking. Third rule, no overleveling. If the entire stage is only around level 15, I can't go my characters past level 15. I have to use characters level 15 or lower. Fourth rule, no borrowed sinners. I can just friend my main account and just borrow the right sinners from there. I can only use the base sinners at all time, of course. And the fifth rule, must have the Canto sinner equipped at all time during the Canto. What does that mean? For example, in this episode, we'll be tackling the first Canto, Gregor's Canto. What does that mean? I have to use Gregor in my team during this entire Canto. So I made a special account named LImbus Company Buzz, so I will not be using my main account here, and I have already skipped the tutorial because who does the tutorial, and because while doing the tutorial, why have I skipped the tutorial, you might ask? Well, it's because during the tutorial of the game forces you to do an extraction. Of course, because it's an obligatory extraction, I have she associations of section 5 Ishmael, but I'm not gonna use her. Only these sinners right here I'm gonna use. Now, as a secondary rule to the first rule, what happens if a stage forces me to use another character besides the base version of an identity? And I'm referring to Canto 7, Don Quixote's Canto, during the dungeon, the final dungeon. Well, I'm gonna use what other identity I have for her in case I don't have, somehow. I will friend my main account and use a character from my main account only for that stage. I see how I'll tackle that in another way, but sure. First things first, the beta pass, let's claim our banner. Another rule that I forgot to say, I have to be free to play. What does that mean? I can't buy balls, I can buy the LImbus pass. I must play like a free to play. And because I made my account after, I don't know, it was the anniversary of Project Moon, I get all of these goodies right here, especially a 3-star guarantee 10 pull pick. Now, as I've said, I can only use the base identities of all the sinners, but that doesn't mean I can't do pulls. And why would I want to pull? Because I can get fragments for these characters. Fragments that I can exchange into threads. Threads that allow me to update them. Of course, right now at the beginning of the game, I can't update them. They are all gonna be tier 1, which will be interesting. So yeah, let me claim this lunacy right here for all the new players of this game. If you are skipping the tutorial, and don't forget to claim these rosas right here, which are the premium currency of this game. And maybe you're wondering why I'm doing this. I want to see how free to play is this game compared to other gachas. Other gachas, of course, being Genshin Impact, all of Horror vs games, Arc Knights, Blue Archive, Fate Grand Order, I still hate that game, and all other gachas out there. So let's begin our first Canto. I'll be mostly skipping all of the stories, but the future me will maybe explain on short what is happening. I hope. If not, unlucky. Hi, Future Diamond here. So let me talk a bit about what happened here. On shot, Sharon drives over people, Ishi, Heathcliff, Ryoshu, and Dawn fight each other, he revives them, and that is it. I have to keep this short because the loading times are not that long. So yeah, Arcea, bye bye. And now we have our first battle stage. Now, what will my team be? Of course, the first one that I should pick is Gregor. Because the first Canto is mostly about Gregor and his past life. Now, what other sinners I would want in my team? Another one that I want is Faust. Why? Because of her base ego. Heals after attack, heal 8 HP for 4 allies with the least HP. This is my only way to get SP in this entire run, I guess. And she has an airy ego. Her skill set is not the greatest, she has a paralyze and offense level down, which might come in handy someday soon. Other identity that I'm gonna use, Ryoshu, because again, she has some pretty good skills that can deal high damage. Higher tiles of the base ego can inflict fragile, which is also good for a bit of damage. And her passive, where she deals and takes 25% more damage, is also great, especially if I have Gluttony Resonance. So for this I need a third identity that has Gluttony. For that I haven't really thought through. Okay, so my only two choices are Ishmael and Rhodia. Rhodia, I will keep her in the backside only because of her passive that I will unlock after this Canto, where she increases the damage. What was it? Yeah, she increases the damage of the ally with the most SP if they hit heads with a coin. So I'm gonna pick Ishmael, and only because of her ego. Ego passive that I will unlock after this Canto. Hi everyone, Diamond here again from the future. I have watched this video and editing this video currently. Choosing Ishmael maybe was a bad decision. I should have picked Rhodia, but sure, anyway, I can fix what I've done. Bye. That greatly empowers her clashes if they are in her favor. So this is my team for this first battle. Let's begin. I'm sorry, Dawn, but I have to skip you. Now, counters that I'm extremely terrified of are the 7th Canto, the 6th, and the 5th, of course. These three will be terrifying. You don't have to tell me how to play this game because I have like 600 hours on my main account. For those who don't know how this game works, here are your characters that you will equip at the beginning of the game. These are the enemies. Here you have the attacks of each of the characters that you have in your team, and how you order them to attack is by dragging this thing right here and hovering over the coins that they have. After doing this, you can press start, or while you are pulling you can just pull this here. The numbers that you see next to the coins are the speeds that determine their clashes. These are not really important in this type of battle. They will be important when we fight abnormalities. Here, we just drag this chain from left to right and pray that we win clashes. why we want to win clashes? Because we get sanity. Sanity determines the odds of rolling heads or tails. Of course, you have these two buttons right here that will automatically choose the coins for you, but I will not use this for the entirety of the run. Yoshi will be especially strong this Canto because all of these enemies are weak to slash. Okay, another thing that you can do is to chain coins of the same type and thus increasing the damage. It's a little bit complicated how it works, but if you do like 3 of the same color one after another, all of the coins that are in this chain will get the bonus. If I done something like this, this is still a resonance, but only this coin right here will get the benefits of the chaining. So if you can, try to chain as many same colored coins as possible, but not all the time. It's still better to choose stronger coins over the resonance. Another difficulty of this run will be the leveling, is to actually get the characters to the required level. Of course, this Canto I will focus on the 4 that I selected, but after the 3rd Canto I think we'll have a bit of trouble because here in the first Canto the required level is 15, 2nd Canto is 20 if I'm not wrong, the 3rd Canto is 30, 4th Canto 35, 5th Canto 40, 6th Canto 45, and the 7th Canto 50. And actually getting to those levels will be a lot of trouble. On to our next battle. Now, another problem will be encephaly. But seeing as I'm not doing any pulse, I can just use lunacy to refill my energy. I will only do this if I don't have enough energy to clear an entire Canto. If I have, then I will not use the lunacy to refill this bar. I will use it to pull so I can get the character shards. Again, the same team. Let's begin. Yeah, something that will suck pretty hard is when I have a neutral, because I know that 100% of the time I will not win these neutral clashes. Yeah, and if you want to see the odds of clashing, you can look at the coin. You can see that these two are favored, this is neutral, and this is unopposed because there are 2 enemies. That I have all the 3 characters that are clashing with their coins, and so the 4th one will be just to deal damage. And never mind, Gregor won his coin while Ishmael lost hers. That's interesting. Now, this right here is the reason why I want Ryoshu, because right now she has a slash skill attack available in her slot, and it's also gluttony, which is the green color, thus activating her passive. But right now these enemies will anyway die, so it doesn't really matter. Never mind, apparently she still had the opportunity to attack. But yeah, this sucks, the low level. If I had Ishmael, that would be great. Or just doing the pulls that you get if you make an account. I forgot to say this. I also have some sort of daily login, a special daily login that I get because I'm quote-unquote a new player. And there you have an up type 4 thing that allows you to just send one of your characters straight to tier 4. Now that is not that useful because during the first 3 cantos will get all of your characters to tier 3 automatically. You don't have to spend any type of resource.
행동을 개시합니다.
30분.
지금이 기회입니다. 지금이 기회입니다.
좋아, 간다.
아름답진 않네. 예술가의 자격은 없는 거지.
Hey look, I got to level 2. Another hard part of this series will be to know what to cut and what to not cut. That will be very fun to me. And because we leveled up, we got even more encapsuling, which is the energy of this game. Next stage, still the same team.
좋아, 간다.
아름답진 않네.
좋은 전략이네요. 적을 난파시켰습니다.
30분. 30분. 좋아, 간다.
지금이 기회입니다.
아름답진 않네.
Now, some passives activate if you have the required amount of sin, while others are just resonances. You don't have to have an absolute resonance to activate the resonance passive unless it specifies that you must have an absolute resonance, but I don't think there are passives that require absolute resonance. You can even activate them if you have like 2 greens right here and 1 green right here. But because this is episode, why should I do this? Ryoshi still benefits from the passive and she is using her strongest skill, so it doesn't really matter because we have only one enemy, so he's gonna die.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
야, 뭐 담배라면 사양 참.
Another great tool that we have for clashing are the egos. So in case we see that the enemy is pretty strong, we can just spam egos. Right now, we can have a 5th member in our party. And that 5th member, as much as I hate her, will be Otis. Why? Because of her ego that allows her to gain even more damage, up to 30% more damage if she doesn't get hurt. You don't even know how much this angers me. You don't even know. And her skill is pretty good for executing, seeing as she has this bonus 10% damage if the enemy is under 50% HP. It will get better later in the game, but right now, her skill set, this is something that annoys me. She has these bonuses for enemies that are slower than her. Of course, this is biased because I'm a big Don Quixote fan, but why doesn't Don have these bonuses? Well, she is the only character that gains haste. Of course, I mean as a base sinner. because it's annoying. Her third skill gains benefits if she is at the 10 plus speed, which I verified, and it's impossible without using gacha characters. So yeah.
하라고?
And of course, because what I've said 2 seconds ago, Don Quixote's Canto will be the most terrifying for me, because sadly she is one of the weakest base characters that you get in this game. Second one being Mercer.
명령대로 하겠습니다.
적을 난파시켰습니다.
아름답진 않네. 좋은 전략입니다. 명령대로 하겠습니다. 하! 순조로운 전략이 좋은 전략입니다. 명령대로 하겠습니다.
당연한 결과죠. 당연한 결과죠.
Now I think that I got the core progress to gain even more lunacy. Now this is the thing. 5,000 lunacy is a lot. Especially when you look at the extract, which right now is Don Quixote the manager. And of course I'm gonna warn you right now, spoilers for Canto 7. Okay, Canto 3 onward, in case you haven't played the game. But yeah, this is a very great character. Especially when you get a 10 pull from the game. You have 5,000 lunacy that allows you to do even... How much is it? Even more temples, around 3 with this amount of lunacy. And you have even a 3-star guaranteed here. And this right here, which are 2 10 pulls at a discount. You can get a pretty okay character from here. Especially when you can get something like... Oh, I didn't know you can get vows. This is not very good. But this contempt also is okay. Yeah, I don't see... Yeah, I don't see Fruit Sack. But I see Pursuance Mercer and Lantern Sinclair, which are 2 pretty okay healers. Healing egos in this game. And there's 3 stars. Plain Lineage is pretty solid after me. Sparse Bush is very good. Pointillism is very good. Vercorp Pisang is very good. Vercorp Dawn is very good. 7 Ascension Faust, and there are a lot. There are some pretty good options, and why is Wild Hunt Heathcliff here? Yeah, you can get some pretty decent characters here.
저 근데
Hello Yuri, I hope nothing bad happens to you.
명령대로 하겠습니다. 순조로운 전략입니다.
지금이 기회.
Let's talk a bit about the story, shall we? So, what happened up until now? We've had the boss humors, because this is what you fill up a boss with. We talk about enkephalin, which is some kind of drug / energy source. We met Yuri, who presents herself as a former employee of L Corp. She struggles giving Sharon directions, and the rest were being attacked by thugs. That's pretty much what happened up until now.
생각보다 잘 들어갔네. 손쉽구만. 좋아, 간다.
가라앉는군요.
사양
Yeah, sadly this recording session will stop right before the dungeon because I remember that I have some things to do, and this is why I'm kinda rushing to these chapters,
나?
to these battles.
카론, 이쪽이 동쪽일까요? 서쪽일까요?
Oh, I remember this scene is like you're trying to teach Charon about the cardinal directions. Pretty funny.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 좋은 전략입니다.
좋아, 간다. 오, 생각보다 잘 들어갔네.
좋은 전략입니다. 예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 명령대로 하겠습니다. 좋은 전략입니다. 예술가의 자격은
Hey look,
없는
another level up. Even more carefully. Even though there it says encapsuling has been refilled, what it really does is just give you the encapsuling that the maximum encapsuling that you will have. So this is why right now I'm over the limit.
하라고.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지. 순조로운 전략입니다.
Yeah, it's hard to win clashes when you don't have good characters. And oh wait, okay, this is different from what I remember, or maybe I'm remembering wrong. I don't remember it being an enemy stage, let's call it, where if one enemy dies, another will come in its place. That was introduced in the fourth Canto, fifth Canto, I don't remember, or even sixth Canto. Again, I can't really recall, but that's a new addition, I think. If I'm wrong, just tell me in the comments below. I may be wrong.
좋아, 간다.
좋은 전략입니다. 기다려. 하지만 아름답진 않네. 명령대로 하겠습니다. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
손쉽구만.
가라앉는군요.
Look, even more lunacy. Amazing. Now I've been thinking, is the game kinda low?
명령대로 하겠습니다.
오,
순조로운
당연한
전략.
결과죠. 좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
순조로운 전략입니다.
기다려.
바지가 아름답진 않네. 명령대로 하겠습니다. 아름답진 않네.
당연한 결과죠.
순조로운 전략입니다. 좋은 전략입니다.
당연한 결과죠.
뭐 담배라면 사양치 않겠지.
And another level up. The first 10 levels of the account are very easy to make. After that, you require a lot more level, a lot more XP. I want to say. And as you can see, there are X objectives, and of course, I'm gonna have to finish the stage with this X objective as well. Yeah, these are not pretty hard.
명령에 따를게요. 좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
순조로운 기다려. 바지가 안 끝났어.
Have I seen a 30? Oh, you took a lot of damage. Because you are weak to slash. That sucks. Now that I think about it, maybe I should pick Rodia instead of Ishmael, because Rodia still doesn't have a passive. Absolute cinema.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
좋은 전략입니다. 아름답진 않네.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
생각보다 잘 들어갔네.
These sinners are taking a beating right now, which is not great.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
당연한 결과죠.
Okay, time for a bit more story. So, we meet some bad guys who won't let us through, even despite we have Gregory in our team. And yes, they
좋아.
somehow recognize him from flash magazines. And two fixers named Aya and Hopkins will accompany us in the dungeon. Quote unquote, accompany us. That's pretty much all that happens.
순조로운 전략입니다.
30분.
And here is the dungeon. Right now I'll end this recording session and I'll come back. Well, I'm back. Before getting into the dungeon, this is what I was talking about. The Hello New Manager thing. Yeah, for new accounts created after the 9th of 20... No, the 26th of... September. I don't know why it took me that long. But as you can see, here you have a nominable Season 1 identity ticket when you connect for 7 days, and a nominable Season 1 Battle Pass Ego ticket after 14 days. This is why I kinda want to do pulls, because I can take the character that I already get that's available in these tickets and transform them into fragments so I can make them into more of these threads. Threads that will be used to tear up the characters, and then after I have all the characters tier 4, these will be pretty much worthless. The only thing that I will care about are these tickets. These will be very important. And carefully motion, not really,
하루가 저물어가는 동안
for sure.
나는 그저
Now, another thing that I should change, firstly, is the profile. Let's change it up real quick. Yeah, now it works. If I want to add this account, here's the ID. And here,
하루가 저물어가는 동안
언제나 세상의 정의를 위해 달려나가는 저 해결사들을 보시오. 너무나 반짝거리지 않소?
again, Don Quixote is my favorite character. So this is why I'm gonna leave her here. Well, let's begin the dungeon. For every dungeon, you need encapsuling modules, and to get encapsuling modules, you use your encapsuling to make them. I'm gonna make only one because this is all that I need for this dungeon. Let's enter. Now, before entering, it asks you to select what team members you'll take for the dungeon, because once you enter, you can't really change it unless you arrive at the checkpoint. Again, the only character that I have is Sheer Association Ishmael. I don't know why the support button appears because currently I have no friends on this account. But this is why you'll pick another character from one of your friends. Again, when worse will come, I will friend my main account and take a character from there, and my company is full of different identities for Don Quixote. Because, if I recall correctly, in the Canto 7 dungeon you can't use base Dawn, and I hope it's the only dungeon that does this. If not, shit. Well, let's enter.
하라고?
Wait, what? Some mod? Nah. Accidental stream was happening. Funny. This is pretty funny. Nothing ever happened. No one knows. Apparently, I pressed start recording, and at the same time I pressed start streaming. Well, if there were some people that seen the stream, happy for you. Well, there was a misclick. I have to put a keybind instead of pressing that. There's a mistake on my part. It happens. Now, here we have our first big battle. Ebony Queen's Apple. She isn't that hard of a fight. I mean, this is her strongest point. Besides that, you can see it's struggling. But if we use our hidden tool called Ego, it's favored because we have 0 sanity. But it's still a better option. The rest of this favored, but what I don't like, if you want to unselect an Ego, you can just create a god skill by pressing the character portrait and to remove it. So what I want to do here, and I want to use these characters to clash like this, but sadly, oh no, it's a 2-speed, so I can use either Rodia or Sinclair. And I'm gonna use Rodia's Ego because I don't have to check this is struggling and this is favored, which is so much better. And with Mr. Sinclair, we'll hit head. Now, the fruit is weak. If you look in the top right corner, it's weak to Pride and Blunt. This combination is this skill right here that Frost has, but I already have her clashing this 3-speed coin because this 3-speed is targeting her.
행동을 개시합니다.
And she lost the clash. It happens. It said something there, but I clicked right away. I didn't know that it will appear. But it's something about her roots, like you can't just cut them down or something like that. And yeah, this is painful. So let's see. Yes, this is dominating now. I hope it will be dominating. Oh, you have one. I guess this will just hit. There you go, I can do anything about it. With this two or no. With this two, I'm still gonna hit the left stem because I'll deal a lot of damage.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
I love the fact that they are hitting heads for clashing, but then they are hitting tails.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
And this is the power of representation emitter. And I think because the head got broken, all of her parts got fragile. But now we have decisions to make. We'll save things here if you are really interested. You can pause the video and read this for yourself. And now we need to pick a sinner, and we still have a ref advantage. So if we pick, let's say, Ryoshu, we can see that I can still use Ryoshu for this decision. But if I pick someone like Sinclair, you can see the threshold is much lower. Okay, with 2 points, but in some cases it will be much lower. So I'm gonna use Sinclair because he's the only one with a ref point here. I don't know how this game chooses the coins, but if you see very high, just select the character with very high, because 90% of the time it will work. As you can see.
다행이에요. 성공해서.
Yeah, the effect of tangling roots disappeared. And what was tangling roots? At the start of the turn, inflict 1 bind on all enemies. This lasts until the roots have been broken. And yes, if you click on the enemy, you can see the different skills that it has. You can see the part that they are attached to, and the many passives that it has. Then of course the roots gain 2 attack power up for each intact arm. So in theory we have to break all of this, but because it has 8 fragile, meaning it takes 80% more damage, I wanted to full send it onto the floor, but sadly she still hits 3 speed, so I kinda need to clash with that if I don't want to lose my characters. Okay, let's see to the Forest of Flames. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, sometimes when I drag in the coin, it just decides to not be dragged. And yeah, if a part is broken or an enemy is staggered, all of the resistances are changed to fatal, meaning they take double damage from all sources of damage. But what I can do, maybe, so she can hit a maximum of 67, but if I use the ego, 86. And I think I'm gonna go with this because I have higher chances of damage rather than using this, which it has a lower threshold of 22 damage. So yeah.
해보겠습니다. 제가 해낸 거 맞죠?
무불사위.
모든 걸 거둬들일 순 없었어.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave the ego animations only when I use them for the first time. After that, I'm just gonna skip them. You can fast forward an animation by holding left click while the animation is playing. Right now, it's no longer posing a threat, so I can just hit head with everything. And in case of anything, I'll let Sinclair clash with the hand. And why the hell you might ask? Because if all, I think I can do damage to the goods and she will also die and it will be much faster. So sure, I'll do this. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. We'll see.
좋아, 간다.
해냈어요.
Never mind. Yeah, this is something else that you can do. If you see the boss being low and you know that you can kill him, kill it. Say hello to Doomsday Calendar. As you can see, we can't attack him. We have to attack these clay doors. So, this is what we're gonna do.
간다.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
Okay, I forgot about the clashing stuff. I just playing out there. Dynamite looks upset. He seems to want something. But what should we give? And now we can target the main abnormality. But here we have a dilemma. We're being targeted by 6 coins and we only have 5 coins available to use. So what I like to do is to look at what coins do a lot of damage and try to make those winnable. And now with the rest, what targets would be? I'm gonna ignore this one and I'm gonna go for the main abnormality.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
That sucked. We will offer it a claim. All of Doomsday Calendar spots gain 3 attack powder. So we continue. Okay, we offered that clay doll, but we still have one right here. I don't know how that works, but anyway. This coin is annoying and maybe you've seen something weird in that clashing. That this coin hit head, hit head, but it lowered the coin. That is because this is a minus coin flip, let's call it. If you hit heads with it, the number will get lower. How do I counter this? With an already high clashing coin, apparently.
먼저 간다.
This is bullshit.
지금이 기회입니다.
I guess Muscle will never get any type of sanity. Let's give sanity.
행동을 개시합니다.
If you're wondering what the dotted lines are for, and only now it has come to my mind, those are the other targets for an area attack. Example representation in it.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
Doesn't it? Okay, it doesn't need to hit head to gain the benefits. Okay, this is the third phase. Now the abnormality will enter into guard mode, and all of these these clay doors will inflict burn. What I like to do here, of course, is clash with this to get sanity and also to get rid of them. And I don't remember why they got. Okay, this is because of the effect of phase 3 that they get the 3 burned at the beginning of the phase. You didn't took them, so I think that effect is good. Of course, you don't really have sanity. And muscle you as well. Can you clash? You can, kinda. This is actually great. This one is actually very good.
행동을 개시합니다. 당연한 결과죠.
Again, there was something, but I clicked it because I wanted to adjust the camera. This will happen a lot, and I'm terribly sorry. But again, they got to be burned at the start of the turn. Okay, I misread that. So you two still need sanity. So you two clash with this, and the rest of you attack.
좋아, 간다. 결정대로.
Again, offer a clay doll. Sometimes this option will be grayed out and you must offer a sinner, and if you have to offer a sinner, offer the one with the most HP. But we'll offer clay doll. Doomsday Calendar loses 100 HP. Frenzy of Doomsday Calendar expire, which means we will no longer get the button. But now, you sense a dangerous glow, is what it said. Unclashable targets ally, and you see is a 100 and a 102 to 131 attack. What happens here? It will firstly attack the clay doors that has as allies, then it will target you for the same amount of damage. Recommendation: rush him with all that you have. Of course, right now it's at 14 HP, so I don't really care. I'm not scared. But maybe for you have much higher HP, but sure, I'm using base ideas, so let's be real. and this is a very easy fight. But yeah, just ignore this, don't care this.
좋아, 간다. 쉽네.
And here we have it, the golden apple.
좋아, 간다.
For this phase, don't use egos, just use your normal attacks. I highly recommend. Yeah, you can't really flash. I'm just gonna do this.
좋아, 간다.
Oh, that stuck. Well, now it's stagger, so let's hit him with what we have.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
The apple's body broke, and the ragging fruit still grew. Could the golden ball really be in there? I go check it out, Yuri said to the others. The sinner with the bug's arm seems nervous about this. Does he want to go with her, perhaps? You can't just send Yuri out there alone, but Sinner will be able to keep her safe. I have to. I have to choose Gregor. But at the same time, I wanna choose Faust, so I'm gonna send Faust. The fruit's cracked shell suddenly began to rattle as if it would jump at any moment. Faust managed to escape, but it seems Yuri couldn't. The fruit's flesh melted to form a new body. Don't feel too guilty about it. One lost life is better than two. The golden apple formed a new body.
성공에 연연해하지 마세요.
Yep. The abnormality devoured Yuri in one bite. She was gone without a trace. I can save the other sinners, but there's nothing I can do about Yuri. Without a word, Gregor hacked and slashed away at the abnormality, as he expected to find Yuri unscathed by slicing the apple open. And now we have the second phase. Now it's time to use your egos if you want, because these skills are hard hitting. These two you want to win all of the time, because you don't want to get hit by fragile. Let's try and use a simple skill. Yep, it's favored, but I want dominate. And of course I'm gonna use representation emitter. And this one hits, yeah. And now it's time for another very powerful ego in this game. Like, this one is actually dumb how good it is. In my opinion, after all. This sucks, but only 2 HP is okay, but not a problem is the quantity of damage. The problem is it lost all of the tremor that I applied apart now, but what can I do about it? Anyway.
저 간다.
그 자식은 아직 살아 있을 거야.
Great damage, great damage.
이 안에 담아주지.
This Sega is actually so awesome.
모든 결과들은 하우스트가 알아요.
And yeah, it hit twice because this abnormality has two parts. And we can see now it's immobilized because we broke its head. Because we broke its head, let's hit him hard. And as you can see, Heathcliff gained 1 attack power because of his ego. Let's try to hit him as hard as possible. 53 I hit with this 51. 25, 37, and yes, I look at the higher value even if it's not guaranteed to hit heads. I know that. 28, 76, but I won't use this one. Again, this what it does. It inflicts 3 bind and 2 attack power down on the target, but at the same time Muscle gains the 3 bind and 2 attack power. So yeah, this is a very good debuffing tool. Let's see, can we kill him this turn? 200. If all of this hit head, might be possible. If not, he'll be dead next turn anyway.
표정에 따라 실행합니다.
그 자식은 아직 살아 있을 거야. 아?
내 팔은 뼈에 있었어.
And yep, it was enough. The rest of Megas falls apart in a hail of silent screams. Beyond that, I see a wave of radiant golden light. Is that the golden bow? Just as I begin to approach it, the apple begins to tremble.
저 혹시 림버스 컴퍼니에서 오신 분들 맞나요?
Excuse me, are you the people from LImbus Company? Yuri? You're okay? Even though I had clearly seen it devour her, I couldn't stop myself from asking.
버스로 돌아가면 카론한테 알려줘도 될까요?
When we go back to the bus, can I carry on Sharon how to... Sometimes I mispronounce her name and I'm terribly sorry. I was a big fan of her. Then I saw a glimpse of the pink locks of hair that Rhoda took a liking to. And hey, third phase. Or not. Yeah, I really wanted the third phase. I was really curious what they were done with that. His head stood motionless, facing Greg. Her face was upright. However, the Yuri we knew and accompanied was always hunched over. She slouched at all times, as though it were her sole surviving obligation to carry the words of her late colleagues. Given that, I can warn him with confidence. That isn't Yuri, Gregor.
그래. 내 생각에도 그런 것 같아.
Yeah, I think you're right. Gregor accepts it calmly. He then outstretched his arm, steady to flying towards Yuri. Yet, he soon stops traveling.
죽고 싶지 않았어요.
I didn't want to die. Cut her down, Gregor. I don't know if this is the right thing to do as the manager.
그 누구도 죽고 싶어 하진 않았어요.
None of us wanted to die. But I had to shout at Gregor how to stop him from being ruined. Okay, but I had to shout at Gregor now to stop him from being ruined. I, again, misread. Got it now!
죽기 싫어요.
I don't wanna die!
이건
This is... The venomous arm stopped right before reaching the civilian's throat. I pulled against it with all my might, but it wouldn't budge. Please pay me. I'll give you all my money.
여자를 놔줘. 아니면 대응 공격을 하겠다.
Let the woman go. Otherwise, I will stop you by force.
내 팔을 잘라줘. 어서!
My arm. Cut off the arm. Now.
다시 말한다. 놔주지 않으면
This is your final warning. Release her now or
달라고.
just do it. As the dismembered arm falls to the ground, she slides down the wall, gasping. However, this doesn't last long. The arm starts regenerating from its twitching stump.
괜찮으십니까?
Are you alright, sir?
가까이 오지 마. 가까이 오면 안 돼.
No! Stay away from me! Don't come any closer! The regrown arm rushed forward as if it remembered the pain it suffered mere moments ago.
그레고로 과장님, 항상 존경하고 있습니다.
You have my utmost respect, Manager Gregor, sir.
존경하지 마. 난 내가 원해서 참전한 것도 아니야.
You really shouldn't. I didn't fight in the war because I wanted to.
그럼 난 도대체 어쩌라는 거예요? 살아남은 게 죄예요?
What else am I supposed to do? Is this so wrong that I survived?
그냥 살아가 제발. 우리가 원해서 이 비극 속에 떨어진 거 아니잖아.
Just live on, please. It's not like we got ourselves into this mess voluntarily.
끝에 끝에서 결실을 목전에 두고 멈추다니
Hey!
실로 개탄스럽고.
Okay, this is what I hate sometimes about the voice acting because they have this long pause that makes me think that they finished the dialogue, but I was so wrong. Having come to this end, only to be stopped just before your labor bears fruit. How regrettable.
뭐 우리야 좋지. 잡지 않은 기회는 유찰될 뿐이야.
Well, we'll take it. Opportunities left unclaimed will only become null and void. This head fell to the ground. It wasn't Gregor's doing. His mouth opens and lets something out. It was a tree branch radiating a bright golden glow.
가지를 찾고 있었나?
Seeking the above, were you?
당신
You.
생각보단 좀 작다. 그치?
A bit small, isn't it?
난 헤르만이라고 해. 앞으로 자주 보게 될 거야. 왜냐하면
I'm Herman. We'll be seeing each other often. The reason being,
우리는 가지가 필요하고 너희는 가지를 찾을 수 있고
we need us we need us both. And you are capable of finding them.
너희는 죽지 않지만 우린 너희를 죽일 거니까.
You won't die, but we will kill you. Herman nudges Yuri's head with her foot.
물론 지금은 말고
It won't be now, though.
황금 가지는 우리 쪽에서 안전하게 수거해 갈게.
We'll take good care of the golden ball you found.
구보 나의 벗 이곳이 그대가 선택한 길이요.
Gubo, my dear companion, is this the path you chose?
맞아. 이젠 몇 안 남았지.
Indeed it is. Only a few remain now.
오랜만이네, 형.
It's been a while, brother.
네 옷에 더러운 냄새가 나는 거 알고 있어? 지금 꼴을 가족들이 봤어야 했는데.
Do you know how filthy your clothing smells? If only your family were here to see your state.
아주 만남의 광장이로군.
Some reunion this has turned into.
내가 준 선물은 잘 간직하고 있어, 아들?
How are you treating your present, my son?
고작 이런 꼬락서니가 되라고 준 건 아니었는데.
I didn't invest in you just to see you in such a mess.
바란 적 없어. 한 번도.
I never asked for this, not once.
그래도 포장지는 마저 뜯어야지.
You should at least finish unwrapping what I gave you.
고작 그 능력이 내가 준 전부가 아니거든.
That little arm isn't all there is to it.
자, 인사는 여기까지.
Alright now, that's enough greetings. The man who introduced himself as Jean Juan clapped twice. Then everything went dark. Like waking from a long nightmare. The early dawn greets you. After some time passed,
쉬운 임무라고 생각했는데
and I thought this would be an easy enough mission for you.
눈앞에서 황금 가지를 빼앗기고 당당히도 복귀했군.
After allowing the golden ball to be taken before your very eyes, you had the gall to walk in with your faces up.
나의 과대평가였나?
Have I overestimated you?
파우스터 씨, 변명이라도 해보는 게 어떨지.
Why don't you give me an excuse, Miss Faust?
불멸만이 해답은 아니더군요.
As it turns out, immortality wasn't a solution to everything.
당신은 할 말이 없습니까, 단테?
Anything to say for yourself, Dante. There was another group going after the golden ball. You had to have known this. Why didn't you warn me?
황금 가지를 노리고 왔던 다른 세력에 대해 물어보네요.
They're asking about the other faction that sought the golden bow. First placidly relayed my words to Vergilius.
설마 내게 책임을 묻는 겁니까?
Don't tell me. Are you holding me responsible?
되묻죠, 단테. 아무런 위협 세력이 없는 곳에 12이나 되는 자들을 내려보낼 이유가 있습니까?
Tell me then, Dante. Why would we bother sending 12 world combatants to a place with no threats?
해결사까지 추가로 고용해가면서 말이지.
After hiring fixers to guide them, too. That's
됐어, 관리자 양반.
enough of that, Manager Bud.
그건 내 탓이야. 책망하려면 나에게.
It's my fault. If you want someone to blame, I'm right here.
걸작이군.
How fascinating.
만난 지 얼마나 되었다고 벌써부터 전우의 냄새를 풍기는지.
Built a sense of camaraderie between you already.
뭐 피차 한 배에 묶인 자들끼리 감싸주는 게 나쁘다곤 하진 않겠지만.
Well, I do suppose it's not too bad to cover up for each other, since you're all in the same bus.
치부를 감싸주는 게 무능함을 가릴 수 있다고 착각하진 않아줬으면 좋겠어.
Just know that sticking up for one another doesn't make up for an incompetence.
연락이 왔습니다. 애프터 팀의 특별작전 사과가 지하로 진입, 작전을 수행한다고 하네요.
I got a call. After Teen Spec Ops Section 4 has just gone underground for their job.
그래, 그래야겠지. 남은 애고와 환상체라도 회수해야 할 테니.
That sounds about right. Someone has to salvage the ego and the abnormalities left there.
정작 중요한 정수는 이렇지만 말이야.
A real shame that the essence was lost, though.
뒤끝이 길군.
This is getting excessive.
전장에서 실패는 의뢰 있는 법이다. 목표를 달성하지 못했다면 다시 작전을 세워 재투입을 할 뿐이지.
Failure is a common thing on the battlefield. If an objective wasn't met, you devise another plan and redeploy.
첫 작전에서 너무 많은 걸 바라는 게 아닌가? 관리자님은 첫 지휘라고는 믿을 수 없는 성과를 보여주었다만.
Are you sure it wasn't the expectations that were too high for our first mission? I will have you know that our manager's performance was nothing short of outstanding.
이쯤 해두지. 뭐 아주 틀린 말을 한 것도 아니니까.
I suppose we'll leave it at that. You're not entirely wrong.
그렇죠.
Certainly. There seemed to be an uncanny tension between Vergilius and Faust. But I knew I had neither the energy nor the willpower left in me to get inquisitive. The bus reeked of blood with all the stains and gore on our outfits, yet none of us tried to open the windows. And no one had the urge to have a change of clothes. All of us just sat in place, dwelling on silence. Gregor had the most defeated look of them all, staring out the window. Then he suddenly went to hang something from his pocket near the windshield of the bus.
벌레 양반, 매피의 머리에 뭘 매단 거야?
Bug guy, what did you put on Mephi's head?
유품,
A memento.
두 사람의 유품이다.
Something that belonged to the two.
딱 유리시만한 여동생이 있었거든.
I had a sister, just about your age.
그냥 그랬었다고.
That all there is. I considered giving him a pep talk, but that quickly dissipated. Ishmael wore a grieving look, Sinclair was quietly weeping, and Godia let out a distressed sigh. If they couldn't offer him any encouragement, what good would I do?
결혼 시야에 방해가 되진 않겠나?
Yeah, here's the thing, Vergilius calls her Charon. Is it Charon or Sharon? I don't know. I'm just gonna call her Sharon, and if I'm wrong, just tell me in the comments, I guess, and I'll try to rectify that. Sharon, won't this get in our way?
카루는 괜찮아.
No, Sharon will be fine.
그래, 출발하지.
Alright, let's hit the road.
부릉부릉.
Vroom, vroom. The bus slowly doubled forward. The gas mask hanging by the windshield waved like an ornament. And here we have it. Base identity uptight. And here are all of them. Each of them got skill enhancements and gained new combat passives, I think. And basic ego cat spin, which is again great. This is the most important thing because now we get the passives of every ego. Again, that is incredible. And at the end of every dungeon, we will see who did the most damage. Apparently it was Faust, which doesn't surprise me because of base ego. Then we had Gregor, Heathcliff, Ryoshu, Rhodia, Mercer, Sinclair, Ishmael, Otis, and Don Quixote. Of course, I used her for one stage, but that was about it. And that was the end of the first Canto. Again, don't forget to claim your lunacy. And this is the second Canto. And to spice things up, at the end of every video, I will do a tiny temp. Why not? And seeing as I have this guaranteed 3-star, I'm really wondering, what was the 3-star that this account would have gotten and would have been used? Of course, it was only one, but I'm happy to see this brown color. Let's see that 3-star. A
그대께서
song?
새로운 영감을 불러와 주시기
Spice bush. No. Pointillism. I blame Fatal for a moment.
생기진 않네만.
Yeah, this is a very solid character. But again, I will not use him. He will remain here for the rest of his life as a level 1 Taiwan. And as you can see, now all of them have these chains in the top right and bottom left corner of their portraits. For example, let's see what Gregor got. This piece fragility. But sadly, I don't know how much will be using him. But here, I think the ego got higher values and now applies 3 of a random status, 3 of one of these. No, he got a passive. I blame for that. This passive is pretty okay. Okay. Now the next Canto, Claudia. And her ego. We'll see. She has a lot of blade now. But sure. Alright. Now because I got the new character, I can change the face here. Sure, this works. Okay, I'm gonna transform all of this into carefully modules because that's enough for today. Tomorrow I'll continue the second Canto. Let's claim all of this. For 3 thread spins. For 3 threads. And yeah. See you tomorrow with the second Canto. I was Diamond, and if you like this series, don't forget to like. And if you want to see me continue this series, besides liking, you can also subscribe. I have other content on my channel. I did mostly a lot of gacha review. Now, out of the way, let's talk a little bit about where I've been and what I want to do with this channel. I want to focus more on LImbus Company because that's the only gacha that I play on a daily basis. Kind of on a daily basis because I'm mostly doing the mirror dungeons. But again, all of the gachas that have been launched recently aren't that interesting. Also, I'm a big hater of Horrorverse. And now let's talk a little bit about where I've been and what I'm doing. Right now, I don't know if I'm gonna post the video or not, but I'm currently working on a cosplay of Don Quixote, which is complicated, to say the least. I have most of the clothing available, but the thing that I'm working on is the lance. And I'm not a good craftsmanship. I'm not good at craftsmanship, is what I'm about to say. And that's what I pretty much done. And mostly I didn't do any type of recording because of college, and I have some tests and I have to take care of some labs. I had to do like this summaries of labs. Summaries? Yeah, sure, let's call them that. So now, because the winter break is coming, because it's Christmas and all that, again, I don't know how much I will record or if I'm gonna record at all. But if I'm gonna record, I will like do voiceovers because I'll be at my father's place. I want to spend time with him because one time I'm spending Christmas at home and one time I'm spending Christmas with him. And of course Christmas and New Year. So Yep. Somewhere around somewhere around on the 2nd of January next year, I'll come back home. So yeah, that leaves me with 3 to 4 days of recording, because after that it's college time. I have to do a lot of drafts for my different laboratories. I have to do projects. It's complicated, but at the same time I'll try to fit as much content as I can on this channel. Again, I'm terribly sorry for the absence of content. From time to time I'm streaming on Twitch, and not accidentally, like I did in the middle of recording. So yeah, if you want to watch my Twitch channel, is on the channel. I'm gonna link it down below in the description. And with that being said, thank you for listening to my tiny TED talk, let's call it. And next time we will play Rodia and try doing some teams. I was Diamond, and I wish you a bright day.